Hi Billy, we're going to work out how to find the areas of these complex polygons or multiple rectangles. First of all, what we got to do is we're going to work out how we can divide this shape into simple rectangles so we can calculate the area for each, and then we add them all together. So what we do is we put a red line there so you can see that we have divided the complex shape into a big rectangle and a small rectangle. Then we work out exactly what the areas are for each. So let's call them rectangle A, and rectangle A is got 21 centimeters length and 18 centimeters width, which makes it a 378 square centimeter area for rectangle A. Then we work out rectangle B, which is 2 by 3 centimeters, so we multiply the two together 6 square centimeters, and then we simply add them together and we get the total area, which is 384 square centimeters. Okay, let's have a look at the next one, which is a little bit more complex. We got to find out exactly where we put the lines to find out the simple rectangles. So here we've got A, B and C. Now each we can work out and then add them together again. So let's do rectangle A. Rectangle A is simple because it's 2 by 6 and we work out it as 12 square meters. Now area B is a little bit more tricky because we got to work out what the top of rectangle B is. We'll work that out by subtracting the 3 meters from the section of rectangle A from the total area of rectangle A, which is 6 meters. So 6 minus 3 makes it 3 meters, which is the top of rectangle B. Now we can just simply multiply the length times the width of rectangle B, which is 3 times 3, which makes it 9 square meters. And area C is straightforward because we have the 3 meters and the 5 meters, and we just multiply them together. Then we add all the shapes together, the areas for each of the shapes, and we get the total area, which is 36 square meters. Now let's have a look at C. C is a much more complex shape, but again we're just looking for the rectangles and then work out area for each and add them together. So let's put the lines there and call the rectangles A, B and C again. And the big A, area A, is simple to find out because we've got the length and the width, which is 21 times 12 kilometers, which is 252 square kilometers in area. Now area B is going to be a little bit more tricky because we've got to work out what the length and the width of rectangle B is. Now let's have a look. We've got the 21 kilometers of area A, which is the total length, and we know also that smaller section, which is 10 kilometers of area A. So when we subtract the 10 kilometers from the total length of 21 kilometers, we end up with the 11 kilometers, which is the top of rectangle B. Now we already knew that because it was given right at the bottom. You see it's 11 kilometers. But it's kind of good to do because you can see how you can work out the length of a rectangle if it's not given. Alright, so now we're going to find the other side, which is the left hand side of rectangle B. To find out, we just add the 2 kilometers, the 5 kilometers and the 6 kilometers together, and we end up with 13 kilometers, which would be the length of rectangle B. Then we multiply them together. 11 kilometers times 13 kilometers is 143 square kilometers. Now luckily area C is quite easy again because we just multiply the length, which is 7 kilometers, and the width, which is 5 kilometers. 5 times 7 is 35 square kilometers. Add them all together again and we get the total area, which is 430 square kilometers. See you in class, Billy. Bye.